Teachers After Dark.
So y'all know I've been toying around with this whole concept, the idea of Teachers After Dark, like a little spin-off series podcast, so that people will know that we are humans outside of the classroom. And everybody has these expectations of us as educators. But I really feel like we need a safe space to talk about
Teachers After Dark.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Teachers After Dark. This one is going to be a little different because today is just me. The crew is gone. It's me. I got to talk to y'all. All right. So, listen, if you are a teacher in Texas and you hear the words termination or resignation and they are swirling around your district, swirling around your inbox, stop, calm, chill. All right. Listen up. Before you sign anything, before you get guilt tripped, before you let fear take over, I need you to know your rights. All right. Now, remember, I am not an attorney. Okay. I'm just a professional shit talker on social media. This is nowhere near legal advice. This is just some teacher to teacher talk to help you understand the system that you are going up against. All right. You've been working too damn long to not protect your career, your peace, and your future. That's where we are. We're about to get into chapter 21 of the Texas Education Code. So like I said on the TikTok I just made, many of you are getting your intents, your letters, your contracts, right? So your contracts could possibly say one of a few things. One, hey, we're just straight up gonna give you a new contract, your term. We're gonna sign you on for another year, another 2 years, another 3 years. Cool, you good to go, sign it, and you're locked in unless you do some stupid shit. Next, your contract could say, or your paperwork could say, hey, we're going to no action at this time. Now, no action means you are already on a term contract. We don't know if we're going to bring you back after your term contract ends. So you may have a whole nother year, but we're telling you, we're not going to put your name on the list to bring it in front of the board to tell the board that we're going to renew or extend your contract. So right now you're on pause, you're on hold. We're going to watch you for the next year. If you tap dance the right way, we'll keep you. If you mess up, we're going to let you go. We're going to go ahead and start the non-renewal process. And then we have non-renewal. Guys, you done something. The people say they don't want you. It's time to work. And now if you don't resign, you're going to face termination because that's where we are. Disclaimer, my people that are on probationary contracts, this may have been your first year teaching and you're on a probationary contract. A district can handle you a little bit different. They don't have to give you all of the rights to due process that they would have to give a term contracts employee. All right. Now, I ain't saying that you don't have rights. I'm saying they're probably very minimal. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Always consult the Texas Educator Code of Conduct. Always consult the Texas Education Code. Consult all those things because I'm not an attorney. I'm just a professional shit talker. Now let's get into those of you who are being pressured to resign. All right. And let's talk about why you should not resign and why you should not panic. Once the district tells you, hey, you know what? We're not really rocking with you anymore. We're going to go ahead and we want you to resign. We're going to give you the option to resign and go quietly. Or if you refuse to resign and go quietly, we're going to immediately start the termination process. Some teachers immediately freak out and be like, oh my God, if I don't resign right now, if I don't quit right now, they're going to fire me on the spot. Guys, they cannot do that unless you break the cardinal education sins. You know what those are. You touch the kids, touch the money. Then they gonna handle you differently. All right. But if you didn't do either one of those things, do not be pressured into resigning. Why in the heck would a district pressure a teacher into resigning? Number one, it saves the district time, paperwork, and legal exposure. If you hurry up and go quietly and resign, sign that paper and say, okay, I give up, I quit, I don't want to fight you guys. They're like, shit, yes, bet. We ain't got to do no work. We don't have to work hard at all. He done the work for us. Another reason, it allows them to avoid the public mess of a hearing. Nothing in the world chaps a school district's hide than to have their dirty laundry be aired out in public. But guys, you should not rush to make a decision. You should not rush to resign. If you resign, that usually means you lose unemployment eligibility. I know unemployment gets shaky for teachers in the state of Texas, but hey, if you want to get more information about that, look up Texas Education Code 207.045. What else do you lose? The big one. You give up your due process rights under Texas Education Code Chapter 27. You want your due process rights. You have earned your due process rights. Another reason why you shouldn't rush, you may accidentally admit fault when they don't have no fault that exists. All right. My people in the Texas education teacher certification scandal, y'all went up in there resigning, singing, okay, I quit, I resign. Baby, damn, people ain't had no proof for y'all. A lot of people did not have any evidence. You just gave it up. All right. None exists. Now, sidebar. If your principal, the human resources person, any other district representative is being extra friendly and they're talking about, hey, save your career, just resign. If you save your career, you can do this. You can get access to these benefits, access to those benefits. Baby, that's a setup. Them people are not your friends. Those people are not for you. Those people are not trying to help you at all. Always remember that. Now, what happens if you stand your ground? What happens if you go into that meeting and you say, you know what? I don't want to resign. I don't want to resign. I think I have a right to defend myself against these accusations or against this wrongdoing. And I want to go ahead and start the process. All right. Now, that means, teachers, you have 15 calendar days after receiving written notice of proposed termination to request a hearing. All right. Where can you find information about that? Texas Education Code, Chapter 21.253. Your hearing request must be in writing. My mama used to say, if it ain't in black and white, it ain't, baby. All right. Start paper trailing them immediately. Get on that email, CC God and Country, and tell them you want a hearing request. Get on Chatiana, that's ChatGPT, and tell Chatiana to tell you how to type up a request for a hearing. Now, when you get a hearing, your hearings are supposed to be conducted by what they call an IHE, which is an independent hearing examiner. And that person is usually appointed randomly by TEA, the Texas Education Agency. Now, IHEs are neutral. They do not work for your district. Some people are like, oh my God, a hearing officer. That means they're going to assign a hearing officer from the district admin office. No, guys, they're not supposed to. It's supposed to be a random person that does not know you, that is from the TEA. Now, I can't tell you that they're not going to be connected to somebody because, baby, everybody is connected around Texas. Now, what takes place during the hearing? All right. During the hearing, both sides, you and the district, get to present your evidence. Witnesses can be called. You or your representative or your attorney, if you got a union rep, if you got an attorney, can cross-examine any of their witnesses. Guys, that is major. I'm going to tell you why it's major, because a lot of times your districts will tell you, oh, we got written statements from A, B, C, and D. All right, bet. Present those written statements. And if this person is saying I did something, my attorney has a right to cross-examine them. A lot of times, baby, them people don't want to be in court being called out, being known as a snitch, being known as a person they told on you and have their name on public record. Baby, them people will be like, oh, nah, I don't want to do it. All right, so after all of that is over, your IHE, remember again, the independent hearing examiner, will then issue a written recommendation based on their findings, what they think the recommendation should be as far as your employment goes. Now, once they do that, they're going to present their findings to the school board or present their written recommendation to the school board. Your school board can vote to either accept that person's recommendation, reject their recommendation, or modify the recommendation. If the board decides, you know what, you in the wrong, we upholding the termination, it's not over then, guys. You can appeal to the Texas Commissioner of Education, Chapter 21.301. It's very important for y'all to listen to this. Even if you do not have an attorney, even if you cannot afford an attorney, you are still entitled to a hearing. It is your right. Now, this is where a lot of districts get y'all and coerce y'all or convince y'all to not take them through or take yourselves to due process. Y'all, I'm stuttering today. All right. They already know that attorneys are hiding giraffe coochie, and it's 9 times out of 10, we cannot afford an attorney. All right. So they already know that you're not going to fight it. They already expect you not to be able to afford to fight it. If you can, guys, seek legal counsel. I'm begging y'all to do that. Some of y'all gonna say, man, girl, I'm too tired to fight. These people done woe me down. They've harassed me all school year. They've nitpicked me to death. They've paper and penned me to death. I don't have any more fight in me. But I'm gonna tell you when fighting back makes sense. All right. Again, like I said earlier, if the accusation is not one of those unforgivable offenses, money or minors, then you need to fight because it can preserve your reputation. Some of y'all will say, man, I don't care what they say about me. They talked about Jesus. They da. Hey, no, we're not letting them tell our story. If I go down, if you go down, if we go down, we going down and we are writing our own narrative. All right. We're not letting them do it for us. And anybody that you choose to work with in the future, they could possibly be more sympathetic to teachers who stood up for themselves and not those who just disappeared quietly. Now, again, you could say, I may look like a fighter. I may look rebellious to another employer. And that's what another tactic that school district will use when they're trying to get you to go ahead and resign. Hey, you can resign. It's nothing on your record. You can tell your next employer that you just had, you resigned for personal reasons and nobody owes anybody an explanation and you can start over fresh wherever you go. All right. They release you off into elsewhere. But guys, that's a tactic. Okay. Once you leave, they're going to be like, bet again, they gone and they can write whatever story they want to write about you. Now, if it's politics, retaliation, performance issues, petty power moves, y'all fight that shit. Fight it. I don't care. Fight it. Even if the district moves forward, you're going to show that you weren't guilty of this egregious misconduct and you didn't run scared. Now, there could be a few potential risks and some public information issues that you may run into, all right? So first of all, many teacher hearings are private unless they are appealed further into court, all right? TEA typically only makes public cases that involve serious misconduct or sanctions, i.e. child endangerment, felony convictions. If you resign under pressure, HR can record it as this favorite little line that says resign in lieu of termination. And future districts are going to see that phrase and it's going to be a hella red flag. All right. Now, y'all know when y'all go to apply for other districts or you're on a job application, they used to say, have you ever resigned from a position? All right. Now it says, have you resigned in lieu of termination? If you say you resigned in lieu of termination, guys, that's just like saying you've been fired. They're not rocking with that. If you go through the hearing, even if you lose, you're going to be seen as somebody that demanded fairness. All right. Now, I know a lot of y'all don't like to be martyrs. Know a lot of y'all don't like to do it for the cause, to do it for the culture, guys. But guess what? Sometimes you got to be that person. You have to be that one that will fight back, that the districts will say, damn, they fight back. They're fighting back. Going away quietly and sweeping it under the rug does not save you. Because, baby, HR still talk. The people still talk. HR is not your friend. HR works for the company. HR works for the district. HR's job is to protect the integrity of the district. All right? If you resign and walk away quietly, they just don't have to work as hard to slander you. Okay? That's all that is. Now, I promise y'all that I will make this episode a quickie. And if y'all want to, we can make it longer. It may be in a quickie lunchtime episode later on in the week. But I'm going to shut this down by giving y'all like 5 quick little tips if you are facing termination. First, I know this sounds cliche, all right? Do not panic. Do not panic. You have time. Use that time. Don't let them say you have 24 hours, you have 12 hours, you have 48 hours. You got time. Do not panic. Use that time. Number 2, ask for every freaking thing in writing. Okay? Protect yourself. Do not have any hallway conversations. Don't have any off the books phone conversations. Don't text your principals or your admins or anybody on the side. Everything from this moment on needs to be in writing. All right. Next, get representation, a union rep, an attorney, or any TEA recommended resources. Get on Chatiana if you can't afford anything. Again, they know that teachers broke. They know we out here scratching and surviving and we can't afford an attorney, and they bank on that. But if you can, you should be in a union. If you're not in a union, hire an attorney. Find one that will work with you, because attorneys don't work for free, and we shouldn't ask them them to work for free. All right. Because we don't like when we're being asked to work for free. So we know that they're going to come and ask for some money. So we should be ready and willing. All right. Let's just try. Next, stay professional. Bro, I cannot stress this one enough, because they are going to use every little thing against you. Your body language when you're sitting in meetings, your tone in emails, your tone in conversation, your tone in social media posts could end up in evidence. All right. So you have to make sure that you are staying professional so that they don't use that against you. All right. Most importantly, prioritize your mental health, okay? Your identity is not tied into this job. Your identity is bigger than this one job. I don't know if what you choose to do for your mental health, therapy, prayer, wine, some stronger nights with friends. I don't know. Whatever. What's Solange say? She tried to smoke it away, drink it away, sex it away, shop it away. Whatever you got to do to prioritize your mental health, guys, do that in this moment. I have so many friends that have faced this situation over the years because I've been in the game for so long. And I cannot tell y'all how many of them have let this situation take them completely under. So many people with the Texas teacher certification fraud allegations have reached out to me and they're like, I have not eaten. I cannot sleep. They have humiliated me. My name is in the paper. I don't know what to do. Blah, blah, blah. I'm being a terrible mom. I'm depressed. I can't move. I can't cook. Guys, we can't let them take us out like that. We just cannot. Now, again, I got to throw these disclaimers in. I got to sprinkle them in because I don't need no shit. I am not an attorney. This is not legal advice. I am just your professional yapper on social media that talks shit about education. All right. This is free game based on chapter 21 of the Texas Education Code. Guys, read it. If you don't understand it, copy, paste it, put it in ChatGPT and tell it to break it down for you in a 9th grade language, 10th grade language, hell, 6th, 7th grade language. It doesn't matter. Now, every situation is different, okay? Every situation is different. This is a generic conversation that could apply to any teacher in Texas, in any school district in the state of Texas, okay? Now, again, always consult a legal professional about your specific case. So I'm going to wrap this up, guys, because it's been a long day. And again, if y'all want an extended version of this conversation or y'all have questions, y'all want to reach out to me, I have an amazing attorney friend that deals heavily in education, and I can try to ask as many questions as I can of her. Or maybe she can charge you all like $1 or something for a question. Because again, I don't want people to work for free. But teaching is hard enough without dealing with all these shady politics. And depending on where you are, guys, there are shady politics everywhere in Texas public education. But as a teacher, you deserve to be treated with dignity and fairness. All right. If they want you if they want you gone, make them work. Make them play by the rules. Protect your peace, protect your name, and don't ever, ever, ever let them think that you are disposable. Again, guys, get on Google, look up the Texas Education Code, Chapter 21. That's your educator rights. Look up TEA's website on information about an independent hearing examiner process. And check out the TCTA. That's the Texas Classroom Teachers Association for any employment rights and frequently asked questions. All right. There are resources available to you guys. Please utilize them. But most importantly, do not be coerced into making a decision when you have not thoroughly sought advice from counsel or just taking a moment to breathe and weigh your options. All right. Thanks for joining me on this quickie impromptu episode of Teachers After Dark. Tune in next time. Again, if you guys have questions, hit me up. Let me know. I am here to help you in any way I can. If you have specific questions about a specific situation you're going through, hit me up and I can give you the best advice I possibly can. That is not legal advice because I am not an attorney. I'm a professional yapper on TikTok and social media. All right. Anyway, thanks y'all for tuning in. I will catch y'all next time. Bye.
Teachers After Dark.
The goal of Teachers After Dark is to provide entertainment and stimulate creative discussions. It should not be construed as an accurate portrayal of the personal lives of all educators. Any similarities to real persons, living or dead, or actual events are purely coincidental. While the identities of the participants have been protected, the narratives may be based on real events and emotions. Some segments and discussions on Teachers After Dark feature content derived from anonymous emails sent in by listeners. These messages are solely read by the podcast host for entertainment and discussion purposes only. Please note that the podcast host may not necessarily agree with or condone the actions described in these letters. The content is presented to generate conversation, share diverse perspectives, and provide entertainment. For full disclaimers and disclosures, please visit the legal section of our website at www.ridgemontforestfinance.com.